My parents have been house hunting forever. Every place was either too far from my school, too expensive, or straight up sketchy. Just when I thought we'd be living out of boxes forever, my dad came home smiling like he'd won the lottery. He found a place. It was close to my school, close to his office, and honestly, the house itself was kind of nice. 2 floors, a small backyard, creaky wooden stairs, normal stuff. But there was one problem. Right behind it sat another house, an abandoned one. The thing looked ancient, like it had been rotting there for decades. Broken windows, peeling paint, the kind of house horror movies love. And of course, because life hates me, my bedroom window faced it directly. The first night, I couldn't stop staring at it. "Mom," I said while unpacking, "couldn't Dad find literally any other house? I can see that creepy place from my window." She barely looked up. "Ani, do you know how hard your father worked to find this place? Stop stressing over nonsense." I asked to switch rooms, begged actually. No chance. Apparently, the master bedroom was non-negotiable. Whatever, I tried to deal with it. After a few days, I almost forgot about the abandoned house. Almost. Then one night, right around 9 p.m., I was lying in bed scrolling on my phone when something made me glance up. Someone was standing in the top window of the abandoned house, just staring. I froze. At first, I told myself my brain was messing with me. Shadows, reflections, anything but what it looked like. But no, this wasn't my imagination. I could see a shape, a head, shoulders, eyes locked onto me. I bolted to my parents' room. "Mom, Mom, you have to come look. Someone's in that house." She followed me back, annoyed, and looked out the window. Nothing. "There's no one there," she said. "You need to stop watching scary stuff before bed." "But I saw them." "Ani, it's late. Go to sleep." The next night, same time, same window, same figure. This time when I caught my mom, the moment she reached the window, the figure vanished. My mom sighed hard. It's Halloween season, probably some kid messing around. That explanation stuck, kind of. Still, I was done being scared in my own room, so I made a decision. If it was some dumb prank, I was going to catch whoever was doing it. The next night, right at 9, I snuck out while my parents watched TV. The abandoned door was already cracked open, which didn't help my nerves at all. Inside, the air smelled old and wet. Every step echoed way too loud. I climbed the stairs, heart pounding, flashlight shaking in my hand. The top floor was empty. No kid, no prank. Just the window. The same window that faced my bedroom. I stepped closer and suddenly heard my mom's voice. "Ani!" It came from downstairs. Relief hit me like a wave. I ran toward the stairs, and that's when the front door slammed shut. I rushed to it, pulled, shoved. It wouldn't open. Panic set in. I screamed for help, pounding on the door, my voice bouncing through the empty house. That's when I heard footsteps behind me, slow, heavy, coming up the stairs. And then I realized something that made my blood turn ice cold. I never told my parents where I was going. As the footsteps stopped right behind me, I felt a breath brush my neck and heard my own voice whisper my name. How could something inside this house sound exactly like me? I don't remember blacking out, but I must have, because the next thing I knew, I was waking up in my own bed. Morning sunlight poured through my curtains, birds chirped. My alarm went off like it was just another school day. For a second, I actually thought I'd dreamed the whole thing. The abandoned house, the locked door, the footsteps, the voice that sounded like mine. I sat up fast and checked my hands. No dirt, no scratches. My phone was on my nightstand, fully charged. Everything looked normal. Too normal. At breakfast, my parents acted like nothing happened. "You feeling okay?" my mom asked casually. "Yeah," I said, watching them closely. Did I come home last night?" My dad laughed. "You went to bed early, didn't even say goodnight." That made my stomach twist. At school, things felt off. People stared at me weird. My best friend asked if I was feeling better. When I asked what she meant, she just shrugged and said I'd been acting strange lately, quieter, different. I brushed it off until I caught my reflection in a classroom window. For just a split second, my reflection didn't move when I did. I blinked. It fixed itself. That afternoon, when I got home, I noticed something new in my room. My window was open. I never left it open, ever, especially not at night. I walked over slowly and looked out. The abandoned house stood exactly where it always had, but now the top floor window was wide open too. Something moved inside. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept hearing soft noises, like footsteps pacing in my hallway. Every time I checked, nothing was there. Around 9 p.m., my phone buzzed. A notification from my camera app. Motion detected. My heart nearly stopped. I hadn't turned my camera on. With shaky hands, I opened the live feed. It showed my bedroom, my bed, and me, asleep under the blanket. I dropped the phone. From behind me, I heard breathing, slow, controlled, familiar. "Don't freak out. You're home now. I'm just adjusting." I spun around. It looked like me. Same face, same hair, same scar on my eyebrow from when I was 7. But its smile was wrong. Too wide, too patient. "You shouldn't have gone into my house. That room was never meant for you." I tried to scream. Nothing came out. It stepped closer. "Your parents already chose. They just didn't know it." The next thing I remember is waking up again, this time on the floor of the abandoned house, alone. Dust coated my clothes. My throat burned like I'd been screaming for hours. I ran outside, pounding on my own front door across the yard. My mom opened it. She stared at me like she'd seen a ghost. "Who are you?" she whispered. Behind her, in my house, I stood at the top of the stairs, watching me, smiling. The police never believed us. They said I was having some kind of episode, but my parents stopped letting me inside the house. They boarded up the abandoned one too. Sometimes, late at night, I see the light on in my old bedroom, and someone standing in the window, watching me, waiting. Because every once in a while, I wake up with dirt under my fingernails, and I don't remember leaving the house.